Hello, and thanks to Manavi Singhal for joining on our KJA Meet the Artist today. Manavi, your work is so full of energy and so very current, hugely popular with the LGBTQ community, and so empathetic and resonates with that lifestyle. It would be really great for our KJA and White Light NFT communities to find out a little more about you and what drives you creatively. So I'm going to ask you some questions, if that's okay.
Yeah.
How long have you been illustrating and image making? And are you from a family of creative people? Do you have a creative background?
Can I say I've been drawing, I've been an artist ever since childhood without sounding pompous about it.
Of course.
um, so yeah, I mean, I remember growing up, my favorite thing to receive as gifts would be color pencils and sketch pens and, all these different sort of things. So I've always been into art and drawing. I've always enjoyed creative things. As for the family, yes, I think both my parents are pretty creative in their own ways, although they have never really made a living out of creativity. My mother has been a housewife and an artist,
Okay.
but never really used her skills commercially. My father has been a central banker, but has been a great appreciator of art. He has imparted a lot of knowledge, especially over dinner tables, talking about art and advertising and logos and mascots and stuff like that. So, and he's also been a great singer, at least in his youth.
Oh, okay. Does he
uh,
sing over dinner as well?
does he?
I said, does he sing over dinner as well?
Oh yeah, sometimes when he's in the mood. Yeah. So I think it's pretty safe to say that the creative streak in me is genetic. So
Yeah, no, it's definitely filtered down through the DNA. Um,
yeah.
and how would you describe your style, and what area, if any, would you say you specialize in?
I think my style can be defined as pop artistic, contemporary, and modern. Um, and what was the other question?
Basically, what would you say you specialize in?
Yeah, so that I specialize in modern art and contemporary stuff. There are a large number of softwares I use. I'm not really sure if I'd be able to pinpoint one finger on any one particular one, but I really enjoy playing around with Procreate a lot.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's fantastic. Um, and how would you say the style and content of your images has changed over time, or has it changed as you've developed?
Yes. Yes, it's most definitely changed over time. I mean, I've never really been a creative employee as such, but in my spare time, I've devoted a lot of time doing courses, tutorials, and self-learning. And I think I've practiced and creating a lot of artwork. So I think my skills have sharpened and developed over time, and style has definitely changed over time as well.
Okay, good. And what's been your biggest influence, or who and what has been your biggest influence?
So growing up, my parents were very kind enough to point out the creativity around me and the beauty around me. And it could be, a particular building or the architecture of a building, or it could be as simple as a design on a crockery. Artist wise, I think I've been really influenced by this artist called Romero Brito.
Okay,
Um,
not familiar, but
yeah, so I quite like his childlike expressions, his pop art, and the color uh, that he plays with. I love his paintings, I love his artworks, his sculptures and stuff. So I think his work is the one that really inspired me and drove me to put focus on where my aspirations were.
okay. And so, would you say that's where your inspiration came from, or has that just been subsequently?
Yeah, sort of. I mean, he drove me to he could actually, by looking at the amount of work he has done, he's not just an artist. I think he's a brand in himself. His work is all over products on different bottles and on sculptures. There is a sculpture in Hyde Park as well that he has done. So I think and this is one thing that actually always inspired me to create products out of art. So yeah, he drove me to put my focus on loving art and creating things out of art.
Fantastic. Yeah. Well, you certainly followed along his example then, because
Quite a bit,
you
yeah.
you
I read a
you're
lot.
massively productive, aren't you?
I'd like to think so too.
Um, I ask this to all the artists, do you have a favorite time of the day to create? Are you a morning person, a night person?
Yes, I think so. I do the creating part and the designing part of it during the day, and I do the thinking part and the researching part during the late evenings and at night.
Okay. And
Yeah.
is there a particular reason for that? Do you find that your creativity in thought is better at night or during the day?
It's just that I like to spend my day doing, being more productive in terms of designing and doing it. And every time I have some spare time, or probably when I'm cooking or something in the evenings, is when I like to obviously subconsciously think and just like read and yeah, just probably think about
Multitasking all the time.
multitasking. Yeah.
And do you have sort of three pieces of work that you've created over the years that you think are your top pieces? And if so, what are they and who are they for?
Yeah, so the first project that actually got me into the groove of working as a creative professional will always be special for me. That was a wall mural I designed for a restaurant. And yeah, and the second would definitely be the LGBT and BLM campaign that I devised to create inclusion for the marginalized communities and create more acceptance and visibility for them. That campaign also actually won me an award from NHS.
Oh, fantastic.
And the third would be these products that is designed for a company called Period. So I did t-shirts and masks and bottles and stuff for them, and I just love doing products. So that would be Period for me.
Okay, fantastic. And we sort of touched on it before, but how do you continue to develop your skills and keep current?
I keep doing short courses and tutorials and keep learning and keep reading some interesting articles and stuff whenever I get the time. So yeah.
Okay, that's great. I mean, the whole YouTube generation, we can learn everything online.
Yes, definitely.
And so what's your interest in NFTs, and what's been the inspiration behind your sort of diverse ranges of NFTs that we've been discussing recently?
So the first collection I've designed is basically to promote inclusion and create acceptance by breaking the visual stereotypes of heteronormativity. Now, heteronormativity is a phenomena where people are used to seeing heterosexual couples and they start believing that it's a norm. So this NFT collection, which actually focuses on women, uh, is just sort of trying to break that norm and make women in companionship be seen as a norm. Uh, Also, I feel that the LGBT community is so very diverse right now. There are still inhibitions in the community to connect on a social media level.
Okay.
They do so in whispers, they do so in whispers and quietly on the apps and stuff. It's not like so much out there in the open. So owning these NFTs is a fun way of owning your identity on social media,
No.
and it can create interconnectedness through relatability. And I think it can also be a reason for this entire community to come together on a mass level. So this collection is called, I mean, I'll keep that as a surprise for now. But yeah, this
Keep your powder
basically,
dry.
yeah, yeah, it aims at the LGBT community and focuses on women. And the second collection that I've done is called Vanity Bunny. It allows you to style the bunny and choose from a variety of outfits, jewelries, and eyeshadows, and neck accessories, and head accessories, and there's a lot more. So, yeah, that's about the two NFT collections.
Okay, that's fantastic. Thank you for telling us all about your plans of the future and your past and what's made you you today. And you are hugely creative and yeah, massive output. I'm always inspired by seeing what you've created and the excitement behind it. So, Manavi, thank you so much for joining me today. And yeah,
Thanks,
your
Kevin.
NFT collections coming to White Light NFT very soon, and look forward to launching
Yes,
them
very
and
excited.
enjoying the community, absorb them. So, thank you very much, and
Yes.
speak to you soon. Thank
Thanks,
you.
Kevin. Speak to you soon.
All right, take care. Bye now.